I hope this records before my phone runs out of storage. Hey, hi, hello, my name is Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about some series that I'm kind of nervous about starting. Nervous, anxious, cautious to start. I got 5 that I want to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. The first one is the longest, and that is The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. I have the first 2 books and then this, which is New Spring, the novel. I don't even know what this is. I got these at Half Price Books when I was still in the States. But it's a 14-book series that, unfortunately, Robert Jordan did pass away, but Brandon Sanderson finished the series. 14 books. And they're all like this size. This is like 600 pages. This is on my list of books that I wanted to read this year, so I guess I am going to read it, but I don't know if I'm going to continue because that's a lot of commitment. And from everybody that has read it, and even people who are like super fans, all say there's like this middle part where there's like 3 or 4 books that are just like meh, that you have to trudge through. And I'm like, excuse me? That's an entire series of books that I have to trudge through and then get to what's supposed to be a good second half. I don't know. If you've read Wheel of Time, please tell me if you think I would like it. I mean, I do love adult fantasy. I just have never read a series that long and hear from people who love the series about 3 to 4 books that aren't going to be enjoyable. That's a lot of pages. I don't know. I mean, I do love these old school fantasy covers. I think they're great. I have seen like some paperback editions that I really like, and I found these at Half Price Books. I don't even know if I did want to continue the series, what edition I would continue them in, because I'm not buying these full price. Are these even still in print? I don't know, but that's the first one. I have no idea what it's about. I think that it's like, I mean, they're older. When were they written? 1990. So I know it's fantasy. I think very Tolkien-esque fantasy. I think there's a lot of characters. There's a wheel. There's time. I don't know. Anyway, let me know about this. And is this a prequel? Do I have to read this first? I don't know. I don't know anything. Sorry, Leanne. I'm going to put these back on my shelf just like this. I know you don't like it. Suck it. Okay, so the second one I want to talk about was the Expanse series, which is a science fiction series by James S.A. Corey. 9 books. 9.
Why? Why? Why?
I've heard great things about it. The first book is called Leviathan Wakes. It says it's only 561 pages. I say only, that's still a tome. I don't know if they get longer as they go on. I think there's also a television show. I could be wrong, but I want to read that. So I think I'm definitely going to borrow the first one from the library, but next year I have too many series I need to finish this year. But still, 9 books. I'm not sure if that's all. That's what Goodreads says, 9 primary titles. But you know, Goodreads is raggedy, so we can't trust it. I don't know if there's more to come or if this is the final book, because the title, I think, and cover were recently revealed for the 9th book. So I hope this is the final book, because 9 is enough. But what if they're like, let's just make it 10? Because why not? So that's one. Very intimidated, but I'm definitely going to try out next year. I don't own them, so I'll just borrow it from the library and see how I feel about the first one. My third one is the Witcher series by Andrzej Sapkowski. I apologize if I didn't say that right, but everyone's been talking about The Witcher, obviously, over the last year. The Netflix show has come out. I have not watched it because in my mind, I'm like, I need to read the books first, because I don't know if it, covers more than just one book. Another thing that has deterred me from reading the Witcher books are that the order, there's like the first book, which I think I have the first book. I think I have the first book, Blood of Elves, because it says 1. And then I got home and it's like, there's like a 0.5. There's like 2 short story collections you're supposed to read first. Or 1. See, I'm confused. I know there's The Last Wish, which is The Witcher 0.5. And that's short stories. And me and short stories, It's hit or miss. So that's been discouraging. I also don't know how many books is in this series. Again, Goodreads is raggedy. It's not really telling me because this has been translated from Polish. That's another concern. I just have a lot of concerns, okay? And I also don't have the first daggone book. I'm so mad. I said one and I was like, I got it. I don't got it. So yeah, Leanne, would you like to tell me how many books are in the Witcher series? Because that's my friend. She loves these books. I never played the video game. I mean, yeah. But Henry Cavill is very nice to look at. So I do want to watch the show. But I don't know. Is it worth it? So again, there's 5, 7 of these? I don't know. So I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because honestly, I only have this one book, so I can get rid of it and just call it a day, just watch the show and be one of those people. But it hurts to be one of those people who hasn't read the source material. Why am I like this? All right, then the next one I have is a 7-book series, or it's supposed to be. That's the Gentleman Bastard series by Scott Lynch. And the first one is called, I don't know, let me look. The Lies of Loch Lamora, which I've heard of for years that people love. I love the Rhyuria Revelations by Michael J. Sullivan. One of my favorite parts of that series is the relationship between the two main characters who are both men. And they have this epic bromance that is my absolute favorite. And so I have heard that that is a similar theme in the Gentleman Bastard series. And so I'm intrigued, but there's only 3 books published. The author, Scott Lynch, unfortunately, I think suffers from depression. And so he hasn't been writing, which is understandable. And the 4th book keeps getting pushed back. And like it said, it's supposed to be 7. So it's just like hesitation. I think maybe one day in the future, I'd be more inclined to start it. You know, once the 4th one's out, maybe there's a date for the 5th one. I have been burned by George R.R. Martin, okay? So now I'm just nervous to hop into a series. What if I love it? And then I have to wait for an undetermined amount of time. I could just save myself the suffering. I don't know. I know Danny loves this series, but I don't know. 7 books, we only have 3. I'm not good at math, but that's less than half. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Editing Jessica here. Also, I would just like to add that the books are ugly. There's I've seen no cute edition of these books. I just wanted to put that in there. Lastly is, okay, so this is gonna sound stupid. There's only 4 books in this series, and it's the Kingsbridge series by Ken Follett, if I'm saying his name correctly. So look here. These are historical fiction books, but they are huge. I don't own any. I always would see them when I went to Costco. I love Costco, by the way. I miss Costco so much. I would always see them when I went to Costco on the book table, and they're all 1,000 pages. And I would pick it up, and not right now. It's same thing every time I went to Costco. And then I saw someone talking about it, and I was like, dang, I kind of want to read that. And then I saw someone mention that another book was coming out, and I looked, so there's a prequel, a 900-page prequel to the original trilogy. Then he has another trilogy, I think. I don't know. There's so many other historical fiction books I could read, but for some reason, anytime I see those, I'm like, should I give it a whirl? And a book like that, I'm hesitant to read as an ebook. It just looks like something I need a physical copy of, but that's a thick girl. Woof. And I'm pretty sure they're all 900 to 1,000 pages. So, wow. I don't know. Have any of you read that one? I haven't seen it a lot on BookTube or Bookstagram. Only a couple people have mentioned it. So I don't know. I don't think it's very popular. But although historical fiction is definitely one of the less popular genres on both of those book platforms, so I'm not sure. But again, that's 4 chunky books. This is a lot of books on just that I've talked about in this video. So those are some of the series, definitely not all, just the ones I could think of today that I'm nervous about reading. So I've got Wheel of Time at 14 books. I've got the Expanse series at 9 books. The Witcher series at, can somebody tell me, 5 to 7 books? the Gentleman Bastard series at 7 books, and then we have the Kingsbridge series at 4 chonky books. Don't forget that. So if you've read any of these, have any opinions, please let me know in the comments or tell me any series that you're intimidated to start. I hope you give this video a thumbs up. If you liked it, please subscribe. All of my social media is down in the comments. I'll list all the books that I mentioned as well. And I thank you for watching. Bye. What's it called? What's the book called?